What's up, all my peoples, and welcome back to another episode of Azra Reacts. I'm your boy Azra, and it's crazy. It's crazy. How are you gonna disrespect people, throw jabs at people, and be hateful towards people just because they said they want to sit something out and they feel like, considering the way that you guys voted and this is what you asked for, I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all remember that, right? How are you gonna get mad at those people for not wanting to come to help? Like, y'all really need to fix y'all racism in y'all own community before y'all want to call on black people. But hey, that's all I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get into these videos.
You go to cover, nigga. I'm fake, nigga. What you do, dog? I'll spit on your plate. I'll put my dick on your plate, nigga. Fuck your family, fuck your kids, nigga. That's all this. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
He be fucking getting a whole fucking plate. He be fucking expecting us to give us a whole fucking shit. That there.
Do you go to cover?
His fucking mom. Yeah, you do, nigga.
You go to cover, nigga. I'm fixed, nigga. That's
Nigga right there.
Do you go?
Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you can that. That nigga right there.
Y'all can address that, then stop looking for black people to be out there for y'all. Y'all are not black. Latinos, specifically Mexicans, Cubans, y'all are not black. You don't have the right to say that word. You do not come from a lineage of bondage. You do not come from a place where you were sold. Okay, you are not black. No matter how much you try to be a thug, you are not black. No matter how many times you hang around black people.
And this is all I'm saying to the Mexican people. Y'all is calling on us. And we keep telling y'all, worry about y'all own people. This man right here is like not on y'all side at all. Y'all want us, black folks, to be so understanding. Y'all can just sit up and think y'all can just talk to us and be like, oh, understand this, we being judged by the color of our skin and we get mistreated. We know that. We went through this shit first, okay? We already know. Y'all trying to explain something to us that we already know how shit work and how the shit felt, you know, through our ancestors and all. We understand that shit. We have the sympathy. Y'all got to explain this shit to y'all own people. Don't explain to us. These the people that need to be talking to. These the one who voted against y'all, not us, okay? Just watch this nigga video.
Just so I could clarify it. You don't want to go back to Mexico. You're protesting to stay away from Mexico. But you're waving the Mexican flag and you're waving it with pride. You're waving it in the United States, the country you're trying to stay in, the country you don't want to leave. But yet you're waving the Mexican flag with pride. Okay. That seems normal to you? That seems logical? That's not stupid at all? None of that's stupid. All right. You guys are an embarrassment to the Mexican culture and to the United States culture. You guys are an embarrassment to everybody around you, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Do better. So let me get this.
You can't throw jabs at black people and then a few videos later you use black culture. Is this not you? I think I can speak for all black Americans and say this is our exact point. So many different other races and ethnic groups can disrespect us and take jabs at us in videos, and then a few videos later they indulge in our culture, the very same culture they say we don't have. However, black Americans don't just influence America, we influence the entire world, okay? And this thing where you keep saying they're deporting black people, I don't understand how that is a dig, because black Americans are US citizens. Also, we don't have a beef with Hispanics. We have sympathy for what's going on. We do feel for you guys. However, we just don't want to be on the forefront. We don't want to do that at this moment. We are trying to find our peace. We have been fighting for years, our ancestors and now us. That's all we're saying. You guys are trying to make this a beef that doesn't exist.
Wouldn't be the USA without Mexicans. And if it's time to team up, let's begin. Black love, brown pride in the set.
Just in case y'all forgot.
When it be LA without Mexicans, black love, brown pride in the sets again.
And yet I don't remember or recall a single Latino or Latina rapper outside of Snow the Product that sat here and said that we wouldn't be nothing without black people. Can we please stop doing this? I agree. What's going on in LA, what's going on with the Hispanic community is foul. What the white man is doing to y'all is sick. And there should be some form of unity that has to happen. I see where you're coming from, right? But this ain't the way to try to draw black people in and try to get help. Sitting here using Tupac and Nipsey Hussle as tokens, that's only going to piss the black community off. Think about it like this. When you see white folks use Malcolm X or Martin Luther King as a means as to why we should start trusting white people all over again, you see how much that annoys us when white people do that, right? You get what I'm saying? Don't be trying to use rappers, black rappers from LA as a means to, well, you see, look, we got to put away the anti-blackness and all the racism. You know, we got to put that to the side. That's not important right now. We should just come to... That's not how that works. Boundaries need to be put in place. Conversations need to be had before there is any type of unity. And I think that's what your people is not understanding. I don't think the majority of black people in America, black American, black Haitian, black Caribbean, I don't think they're saying we don't want to help at all. What they're saying is they don't want to put their bodies physically on the line. And before we try to do any type of help, conversations need to be had. Conversations need to be had, and you know what I'm talking about.
I think it's funny how everybody's true colors are coming out, especially the black people.
A few moments later.
Oh, and since you want to learn Spanish so bad, tú eres una puta gorda que aparte de negra eres blanca.
And it only took you 3 seconds flat for you to show your true colors after coming on this app and being a beggar, begging for help from the black community. If you're going to call someone a fat black WHO, don't cower behind a coded language. Say it to their face.
The black people, because y'all are quick to forget what country you guys fled to shelter when you were slaves. You're quick to forget when Black Lives Matter movement was happening, who was right there next to y'all.
I can guarantee that it wasn't you, boo-boo. Most of y'all like to parrot this one talking point about Mexico, but never talk about how slavery was abolished by a black indigenous president named Vicente Guerrero. He also helped liberate Mexico from Spain. But what did more conservative Mexicans do to their black indigenous president after they were done using him to gain liberation? They executed him because he was pushing for Afro-Indigenous equality. After Mexicans used him to gain their liberation, they backstabbed him. And it tracks to this day. Ma'am, the easiest, most effective thing that you can do to protect yourself and preserve your rights is to vote. And the Latino community couldn't even do that. Latinos largely voted for your own oppression. And now you have the audacity to think the black community is obligated to help you fix what you broke. Latinos, the call...
We traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. You hear me? It's coming from inside the house.
Fix your own house, Latinos.
You're one of the folks that is planning to or already made a video telling black Americans why aren't they supporting at the protest right now. Stop it. Do better. Black Americans don't know anybody nothing. The folks are pushing this narrative because they showed up during the BLM movement and now black Americans need to step up for us. That's not how it works. We didn't show up to support for the sake of them getting us back in the future. We support causes like that because it's the right thing to do. Because humanity comes first. ¿Me entiendes? I even saw some folks leave comments like, you know, Africans ran to Mexico to escape slavery in the US. What are you saying? The folks in Mexico that embraced the protected, those that were seeking safety, did it because it was the right thing to do. For you to act like people owe us something is crazy. Let me add a few more things. There are hella black Americans supporting the protests right now. The right side of history. And they're doing it because it's the right thing to do. Because humanity comes first. And also, just like the Latino community, they are not a monolith. Just like we have our colonizer pets, supported trompas, that are celebrating deportations, there are folks like that in every community as well. But they do not represent the entire community. But honestly, instead of pushing your energy asking people, why are they not here? Why are they not supporting us? Put that energy towards your conservative tío, tu primo cara de pato that voted for this, and hello energy in pushing politicians. Call them, email them, call them out on social media to advocate to do the right thing for humanity, to be on the right side of history. This is a big topic. I could talk so much more about this, but I'm gonna stop right here. Familia, what did I miss? And if you agree with what I said, don't forget to follow, send this to someone that needs to hear it, and support me on YT if you don't already. Adios.
So respectfully for the black community, I have a question. So if Trump is trying to defund federal... You know, I was trying to figure out what were you...
Mexicans, leave the black community alone. They don't need to come to these gatherings in LA just so they can get locked up because people are actually rioting instead of protesting. It's just gonna add more fuel to the fire. They already have enough that they're going through on their own. The lady in the beginning of the video was saying that black and brown need to come together and fight the orange man. But the other lady said, no, you haven't even reconciled your hatred towards us. As a Mexican American, I don't hate black people. Y'all are cool as hell. We might have differences every now and then, but I like people on the basis of their character, not the color of their skin. No matter what race you are, maybe I won't like you because of the type of person that you are, but that's neither here nor there. Mexicans, let the black people do what they do. They got their own shit going on. If you're out there peacefully, keep doing what you're doing. Make sure they don't tie you with these other crazy individuals because you will be going to prison after this is all said and done. Don't get the black people involved in this because then it's going to get really bad. Then the violence is going to get really, really bad.
A whole lot of Hispanic people is wanting black people to stand up for them for these ICE raids. And a lot of black people is getting online saying they're not going to do that, okay? Because of y'all voting for Trump. Now, understand that a lot of these people that's talking about it lives in South Florida. I live in, I don't know what part of Florida this is, but I stay near the airport. Anyway, all I know is that if we never stand together, we're always going to be separated. I know that you don't want to risk your life for them. I get that. But at the same time, would y'all risk your life for us? We gotta ask that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it can go vice versa. But if we always, you know what I'm saying, never stand up for nobody, never be there for them, it's never going to be a time in history where we're actually standing all together. The only time is going to be in 2020.
I just want to say, watching these raids happen in LA right now, people voted for this. People voted for this. And I think right now, the black and the brown community, we need to come together. And we need to remember that they are the ones who made it us versus them. They put us against each other because if we're busy fighting each other, we don't put our eyes on them. We need to wake up. Everybody needs to wake up.
Girl, you need to wake up. Not the Hispanics calling on the black people for help. Really? Where were y'all during George Floyd? Where were y'all during Sandra Bland? Where were y'all during all of the white cops killing black people? Where were y'all? But y'all want us to come together. Really? Really? Why y'all calling on us? Why y'all calling on the black people? Why y'all not calling on Asians? They're a minority too. Why y'all calling for us? If you go on my page, you will see I made a post about how there was a Trump rally for Trump back in 2020, before he even got elected 4 years ago. And there was a crowd full of Hispanics. And the song was saying, I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all want it. Y'all got it. Y'all got him into office. And now y'all want to double back and ask for help, calling all the African Americans to help. Like, come on now. We gonna stay out of this. We gonna stay as far away from this. Y'all can continue to riot and make yourselves look bad, but we gonna stay out of this.
Talking about some black people, why you not helping us? You crazy as hell. Cause last time I checked, every time we went through something, we went through that bitch our damn selves. Slavery, where the fuck y'all was at? Last time I checked, we freed our damn selves. Yeah, that's right. Slavery ended because the war down here in Florida with a group called the Florida Seminole Wars that was black runaways, Native Americans, and black aboriginals giving Andrew Jackson and the boys hell for 8 years straight. And we ain't asked nan nigga for help. How about Jim Crow? Last time I checked, y'all didn't ride for Emmett Till. Where the fuck you was at? What about redlining? What about the fight for reparation? Where the fuck you at? What Future say? Where the fuck you at when a nigga really needs you? Where the fuck you at when a... And we not finna sit here and start acting like y'all fuck with niggas for real. And this goes for you legals, illegals, Mexicans, Caribbeans, Africans, whatever the fuck y'all wanna call yourselves. The only reason white people let y'all in this country legally For the legal ones, it's because they knew you would conform to white supremacy as an economic refugee. Right. So you didn't come here to help a nigga. You didn't come here to support a nigga. You came here for opportunity and benefits. Because in America, there's only two ideologies. Either your ass is pro-black or you conform to white supremacy. And you niggas been conforming to white supremacy. So a nigga don't feel sorry for you no kind of way. Come get y'all. Listen, if it's too hot, get the fuck out the kitchen. If you ain't no dog for real, get the fuck out the pen.
Black folks, I ain't never heard of no black folk telling no Hispanic motherfuckers that, oh, you don't got the right to be over here. You need to go back to your country. I don't got no problem with y'all being over here. And no black person that I know ever said nothing about y'all being over here. We don't give a fuck. But yet, when y'all come over here, instead of being on our side and joining with us, now y'all want to join with us when shit hit the fucking fan. But before that, before this shit, before Trump, y'all went on our side. Y'all was just as racist as the white man. Maybe even worse. And it's worse, because, nigga, we damn near look the same. And it's gonna be some Hispanic motherfuckers come on my post, talk about, not me, not my family. I'm not talking about you specifically. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm talking about y'all people as a whole. And y'all can sit here and pretend like y'all fuck with us, but you know you don't. We ain't nothing but some niggas to y'all. But we ain't never had no problem with y'all. But y'all want to be up the white man so bad. And this what you get. Y'all think the lighter y'all skin color is and the closer you are to white, the more accepted that you gonna be. No, they don't give a fuck about you, just like they don't give a fuck about us. It's clear to see. But one thing black folks ain't finna keep doing is fighting. We've been fighting for 500 plus years. We tired. And it ain't even fucking fair of y'all to keep asking us to fight. Like, we ain't had no problem. We had y'all back. Y'all turned y'all back on us. So yeah, it sucks what y'all going through. But even what y'all going through, it does not compare to what black folks have gone through for the past 500 plus years. I'm just saying. I hate what y'all going through. It sucks. The only thing I can say to y'all is, y'all Hispanics, get back in the house. Get back in the house. Quit all this fucking rioting. If you really want to hurt them, hurt their pockets. Hurt their money. Get your ass out the street, because y'all ain't gonna do nothing but get killed or taken to jail or taken back to your country. And I know y'all don't want that. So you gonna have to boycott these businesses, these white-owned businesses. Hurt their fucking pockets. Like how we doing. We sitting back. You see what the fuck happened to Target when the black folks took their money away. Be like us. Sit back. Chill. Boycott that way. You don't gotta be in the streets rioting.
Latinos and Hispanics, more specifically non-black Latinos and Hispanics, will pretend that the N-word is not offensive, but then get offended by being called something like Latinx. Non-black Latinos will pretend that the N-word is not offensive, but then get offended when you ask them to not use the N-word. A common thing that you'll hear Latinos say when they're called out for using the N-word is, well, if I can't use it, they can't use it either. They referring to black people. And that begs the question, why do you want to say it so much? Latinos, you have so many alternatives to use. Latinos have a whole other language of words that they can use instead of the N-word, like fu, ese, whatever you want. But instead you choose the N-word. And it's one thing to use the N-word and then change your language when somebody tells you it's not okay. It's another thing to defend your use of the N-word because you're too lazy to expand your vocabulary. And a lot of Latinos will go on and say, well, it's not that big a deal, you know? I have black friends and I say it around them and they don't mind. And that's fine. Sure, if your black friends are okay with you saying that, that's them. But let's be honest. If you are a non-black person using the N-word, you are very careful with who you use that word around. Because you know that the moment you use it around the wrong person, that you will get checked. And it won't be as nice as somebody telling you to not use the word anymore. Let's stop playing dumb. I heard somebody say that if we can't use the N-word, then black people can't eat tacos. As if eating some culture's culinary items is the equivalent of using a racial derogatory slur that was meant to dehumanize people. It is not the same. It is not an equivalency. Don't play dumb, because the moment you try to defend your use of the N-word and you are non-black, all you do is let other people know that you aren't playing. You're just actually dumb.
What's up with all the black people saying that nobody can say the N-word, Latino and Latinos can't say the N-word? You have effectively marketed that word and sold it. You have turned it into a cultural item. It's in every comedy show. It's in every movie. It's in every music.
The way that you're not embarrassed to come on here and fight just to be a scavenger. Scavenging off someone else's culture, it needs to be studied. Could you imagine if black people casually walked around calling each other wetback? Hey, what's up, my wetback? I bet you wouldn't like that. You should be focused on combating the issues impacting your own people. You know, like ICE raids and illegal deportations. If only Mexicans and Hispanics who fight so hard to say the N-word put that same energy into fighting for your own rights, the same way you fight so hard to leech off of a culture that isn't even yours. It's truly pathetic. Assimilation is still so ingrained in so many weak-minded Mexicans and Hispanics that you take pride in wearing the identities of other people because you have no pride in your own. Instead of embracing your own culture, you scavenge off others, in this case black culture, hoping proximity to blackness will make you relevant, cool, and maybe even powerful, because most of us are aware of the global impact of black culture. Flex your own culture with the same energy that you try to flex black culture, and just keep it moving, because this is embarrassing. And before anybody says that no one should be using the N-word, that is none of your business unless you're black, and that is for the black community to decide and no one else.
Just crazy work. Just crazy work. Crazy work. I know I didn't show that video of them talking to the officer like that, but that is still just mind-boggling to me. Like, y'all really can call on the black community for help and disrespect us in the same sentence and think that we're gonna show the fuck up. Like, how dumb do you think that we are? Y'all have no fucking respect for us, and y'all are so racist to us. That is crazy work. Y'all need to get yourself together. Like, for real. Like, these videos are just showing me more and more. And that's why I started this channel, so I can start pushing them out more and more, so more and more people can see it. It's like, this is crazy. Y'all need to get yourself together before y'all start calling for us to come out and help. And when we say no because we want to fix our own community, don't turn around and be racist and rude and bashful towards us. Because we should have the right to fix our own fucking community, considering our community isn't just much damage. Only difference is we're not being deported because we're not immigrants like you guys. But we still got stuff that we need to worry about and work on. Bang. This has been another episode of Azrael Reacts. I'm your boy Azrael, and I'll check you guys next time. Deuces.